So you've got a killer LinkedIn lead list, but then it happens. You hit that dreaded messaging wall. 50 emails a month, gone. So now what? You can either wait for your credits to refresh or fork over more money to the LinkedIn overlords. Sound familiar? Well, what if I told you there's a way to break free from those limits and send unlimited emails without spending a penny more? Hey everyone, my name is Cole, and in today's video, I'm gonna show you 3 game-changing techniques to unlock unlimited LinkedIn emails. No hacks, no gimmicks, just practical strategies that actually work. Ready to send more messages and leave LinkedIn's restrictions in the dust? Let's dive in. Let's quickly break down what LinkedIn emails are and why they're such a big deal. Think of emails as your VIP pass to reach decision makers directly, bypassing gatekeepers and avoiding the wait for connection requests to be accepted. For prospecting, it's an absolute game changer. But here's the catch. LinkedIn isn't exactly generous with emails. If you're using LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you get 50 credits a month, and for Recruiter, only 150 credits. But let's be honest, those credits disappear faster than your favorite snack during a Netflix binge. So how do you work around those limits? That's what we're tackling today. Let's kick things off with the simplest and most effective strategy: messaging open profiles. Open profiles are one of LinkedIn's best kept secrets for free outreach. These are profiles where the account holder has chosen to make themselves accessible to anyone on the platform, no connection request needed. And the best part, emails sent to open profiles are completely free. That's right, they don't count against your monthly credits. It's like unlocking a secret feature that can instantly boost your outreach capacity. But here's the challenge. LinkedIn doesn't exactly make these profiles easy to find. There's no filter, no badge, and no obvious indicator that says this is an open profile. So the only way to know for sure is to visit a profile, click more, and select message. If the message box says free message, congratulations, you found an open profile. Now, while this process works, let's face it, manually checking profiles one by one is about as exciting and time consuming as watching paint dry. So if you're prospecting at scale, this method becomes quickly impractical. That said, wouldn't it be amazing if you could automatically identify open profiles at scale? Imagine instantly generating a list of prospects you can message for free without the tedious manual searching. Well, good news, there's a way to do exactly that, and later in this video, I'll show you how. But until then, let's move on to the next technique. So, open profiles are a fantastic way to send free emails, but they're just one piece of the puzzle. If you're looking to tap into an audience that's actively engaged and motivated, LinkedIn events are another goldmine for prospecting. Think about it. When someone registers for an event, they're signaling active engagement and intent. Whether it's a webinar, workshop, or conference, these attendees are often seeking solutions, insights, or new connections, making them highly receptive to outreach. Here's an example. If you're targeting SaaS sales leaders, attending an event like AI Trends in SaaS Sales positions you as someone who shares their interests. Reaching out before or after the event gives you a natural reason to start a conversation. So to get started, head to LinkedIn's search bar and type in keywords like webinar, conference, or something more niche like SaaS sales or B2B marketing. Once you find an event that aligns with your goals, click attend. This gives you access to the attendee list, and in other words, a highly targeted group of professionals who are interested in the exact same topic. Now, here's where some strategy comes into play. Simply sending generic messages to these prospects probably won't cut it. Timing and personalization are key. Reaching out before the event is a great way to break the ice. For example, hey Mo, I saw you're attending the webinar on scaling outbound sales. Are there any specific topics you're hoping they'll cover? I'd love to compare notes after the session. Or you can follow up after the event with something more specific to the session itself, like, hey Nick, I noticed we both attended the webinar on scaling outbound sales. What did you think of their approach on AI tools? I'd love to hear your takeaways. Now, make sure you consider the following. These messages actually land in the message request inbox, which can be a little less visible than the main inbox. But don't let that discourage you. A personalized, well-timed message can still stand out and spark meaningful conversations. That said, if you're serious about scaling this strategy, automation tools like Phantom Buster can help you extract attendee details straight into CSV files. This allows you to organize your prospects, track your outreach, and even incorporate attendee data into multi-channel campaigns. So with the right systems in place, you can turn a single event into a powerful lead generation opportunity, all without sacrificing personalization. All right, so we've talked about how LinkedIn events let you tap into a motivated audience, but now it's about time we dive into LinkedIn groups, another powerful way to connect with prospects who are already interested in your industry or your niche. Think about it. When someone joins a LinkedIn group, they're actively aligning themselves with a specific topic or community. It's like a virtual room filled with people who share your niche interests, making it a treasure trove of potential leads. The best part, as a fellow group member, you can message anyone in the group, even if they're not in your network. And just like open profiles and LinkedIn events, these messages don't count against your email credits. So here's how to get started. Go to LinkedIn search bar and type in keywords related to your niche. For example, if you're in SaaS sales, you might search for B2B sales, sales enablement, or SaaS marketing. Once your results appear, use a groups filter to narrow them down. Look for groups that are active and relevant to your audience, and laser in on the groups with regular discussions or recent posts. That said, just make sure you keep in mind that you should avoid groups that appear inactive or filled with spam, as they rarely offer quality prospects and will likely end up being a waste of your time. So once you've identified a few groups, go ahead and request to join them. If the group is private, it might take a little time to get approved, but for public groups, you'll get in immediately. So once you've joined a group, it's time to get to work. In the top right corner of the group page, you'll see an option under Invite Connections to click Show All. This will display a list of all the group members. These are people who likely share common interests with you, making them a highly targeted audience for your outreach efforts. Now, just like with event attendees, the key to success here is personalization. Generic messages won't grab anyone's attention, so make sure you're taking your time to tailor your outreach. You can always reference the shared group to create rapport and show some genuine interest. That said, make sure you keep this in mind. Messages sent to the group members will still land in the message request inbox, which we've already established as being a little less visible than their main inbox. But again, a well-crafted, personalized message can still cut through the noise and spark some meaningful conversations. So, manually reaching out to group members one by one can quickly become overwhelming, especially if you're dealing with larger groups. So, this is where the right tools come into play to make the process faster, more efficient, and far more scalable. Let me show you how to take this strategy to the next level. Okay, here's where things start to get interesting. If you don't want to, you don't actually need to waste time engaging in these groups. Instead, let's turn those group members into a highly targeted lead list. First, open up LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Don't have it yet? No problem. Sign up for a free trial. It's well worth it for this strategy. To do that, click your profile picture in the top right corner of LinkedIn and select Settings and Privacy from the drop-down menu. Next, in the section labeled Account Preferences, scroll down until you find Subscriptions and Payments. From there, you might see a variety of different options, but just click through until you find Upgrade to Sales Navigator and follow the prompts to start your free trial. The whole process only takes a couple of minutes. All right, now once you're in Sales Navigator, click on Lead Filters and scroll down to the Groups filter. Type in the name of the group you just joined and Sales Navigator will instantly pull up all the members from that group. But we're not stopping there. Use additional filters to zero in on your ideal prospects. For example, you could filter by seniority level, job title, company size, or even location. Let's say you only want to target heads of sales in SaaS companies. Add those filters and boom, you've got a super targeted list. So there you have it. Instead of being limited by LinkedIn's restrictions, you now have a smarter, more scalable way to connect with the right people and grow your sales pipeline. If you found this video helpful, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more actionable sales tips. As always, thanks for watching, happy prospecting, and I'll see you in the next video.